Hey everybody, Mike from the Violent Professional Podcast. I want to say thank you for checking out this episode. It means a lot that you guys are interested in what myself and my guests have to say. Truly, thank you so much. If you do like this episode, please go ahead and comment below if that's an option for the certain platforms. Fucking SoundCloud, Apple fucking Podcast, and Google Podcast. And give us a good rating if you like it. Or give us a fucking horrible rating if you fucking hate it. That's cool. That's your decision. Whatever. We also started a Patreon page. You can check us out at patreon.com/Violent Professional. And what that fucking website is, it's a way that you can help us by sponsoring the fucking podcast by paying as little as $1 a month up to whatever the fuck you want. You can do your own donation, but that helps us focus more on stuff that we really want to do, like podcasts and giving you guys content that you may not see on the fucking social media pages that we have on Violent Professional or Aries Clothing or TazDev or any of the other fucking million social media feeds that we have. And it helps us grow and gives you guys a better product that we're putting out for you to listen in your fucking ear holes on your way, on your way to work or what have you, whatever the fuck wherever you're listening to it. But anyway, even if you don't, go check out the Patreon page, patreon.com/Violent Professional. Really appreciate it. Check out all our social medias, Aries Clothing, Violent Professional, TazDev, our foundation, big one. We're pushing hard with that in 2019. And if you do follow us there, thank you very much. But without further ado, here's the episode featuring Mark Manning again. He's a third-time guest on the podcast, and this episode is fucking hilarious. I listened to it right after we recorded it, and I was dying. Hopefully you guys get the same reaction as I did. This episode's called Animal Train, featuring Mark Manning from the Aries Climb team.
This is the Violent Professional Podcast, brought to you by AriesClothing.com.
Alright, so we're recording right now. We're back live with, we're not fucking live. That's so lame. Can you hear me alright?
Yes.
We're back live with Mark Manning, the most requested guest on Violent Professional, because for one, he lives right down the road from me, and he's willing to do this when no one else is. So
I fucking walked to the podcast.
Actually, didn't. We're in your what do you call this? A fifth wheel trailer camper, F shack.
It's my fucking shaggin' wagon.
Yeah,
It's not really a wagon. It's got doors though. That's what matters.
Could be a wagon. What does a wagon consist of? People are gonna be like, "This is the fuck."
Is it a wagon? Is it a wagon if it's like pulled by something?
Like a horse-drawn carriage?
That'd be pretty sweet. That's a horse-drawn trailer.
Yeah.
How many horses would you need to pull this fucking thing?
I don't know, man. How many horsepower would it take to pull a fifth wheel camper?
Fucking 30 feet long, like 6,000 pounds. I'm going to say 4.
Full of relics and archaeological finds.
Weird flags and gems.
Nobody knows. I would put on the Instagram Live, but my phone's dead, so that does us no good. I should do that though. Put on one of the live things when we're doing it one time.
Pretty good.
So we were gonna do the episode based on the fact we just went on something really awesome together.
We did. We had a camaraderie building trip. We went and did our 2019 winter camp. Aries Climb team. It was legit. A whole lot of fun. And it was bad planning on our part, due partly because of the government shutdown. Our original plan was to go to Mount Rainier, park up there, and just kind of fall off the side and slide down the mountain a bit, find a camp spot. But
so there wasn't really a plan to find a campsite initially.
We actually had one planned out. It was pinned off.
Yeah, that got fucked up.
Pinned, ready to go, except for the plows stopped moving up the mountain, so we shut down the entire mountain.
Was it in the that section of road we went to and then stopped? Is that where we were going initially?
That's the secondary location.
Okay.
So our first location was on Mount Rainier. It's like 300 meters south of the parking lot before Paradise. So what happened was that got shut down. We ended up saying, okay, our secondary location is going to be Snoqualmie Pass. somewhere up there. We decided Lake Kitchelis. I don't know how the fuck to say it. The big lake over there. Those are the tree stumps that everybody knows about and recognizes it because of tree stumps.
And that's the one where I was like, we should just gamble that fucking island.
Yeah, exactly. They fill that thing fills with water every year, and you can like swim out to the island if you wanted to.
Is it connected by like there was snow that went up to it? Is that connected by any land at all?
That's all land. So during the wintertime and fall, the water drains out. They got a dam back there, so it drains out pretty far. Water recedes pretty far, but when it's early summertime, midsummer, you can swim, boat, all kinds of stuff out there. But plan didn't work out anyways. That road was shut down to the lake, so we ended up running around all over Snoqualmie trying to figure this out, and we ended up going to the ranger station at West Summit, and the ladies were really cool. Showed me a map of where we could go park overnight and stuff, and even said, "Oh, we've heard of Task Dev."
They fucking haven't.
No, you
You're
haven't.
fucking lying. You dumb. Hopefully she doesn't listen to us. She was a nice lady.
She's a subscriber, actually.
You're a fucking dumb.
She's a subscriber, and she's gonna.
What the fuck am I talking about?
So
they were nice people. I'm just an asshole. I'm a fucking dick.
So, anyways, we ended up having to purchase some passes, but they were annual passes, so that's kind of cool. We can go up there and camp anytime we want now for the entire year. Ended up going to Gold Creek Pond.
Is that for the vehicles, or is that?
That's for the vehicles.
So
correct.
But I bought that one dude, so he gets a free pass. Sweet. Veteran Outreach. Yeah.
Veteran Outreach. Write that one off.
Yeah.
The good thing is, I did not put license plate number on mine, so we can use it with whatever vehicle.
Sweet.
So, aside from that, we ended up with the location of Gold Creek Pond, a popular snowshoe spot. A lot of Seattleites bringing their foo-foo dogs and dressing them up in fancy clothes and shoes, walking them out there.
People carrying briefcases and shit out there.
Man, it was weird. It was so weird. You remember the Carrot Top dude? Or the dude with the big hair?
Yeah. What the fuck was he doing?
I don't know, but his hair was huge.
He had a shut up, dog. Had a giant ginger afro. No offense to the ginger people out there. I know there's a lot that are going to say that I'm one, but you don't even fucking know me.
You don't know me.
Met me in person. Not a fucking... Anyway, continue on. He had a big ginger.
He did.
Fro.
It was weird when we saw him. That was at the end of the trip, though. So back to the beginning. We were checking out all these random people walking their dogs and, dressing them up. And it was funny because there's not a lot of incline there.
Yeah.
But they were, like, geared out. You know what I mean? Just trekking poles and snowshoe. I mean, I can't talk so much shit. We were doing the same thing. But we didn't know the area. So, we weren't planning on climbing a mountain. But at the same time, these guys were out there like they're going to stay for a few days. We're the only ones that stayed out there.
Yeah. Yeah, that was weird when we were like finally at our campsite, like people walking through the camp. Like,
oh, so weird. Yeah. They're walking like, I don't know, 20 feet off to the side. That's where the trail was. So everybody that passed got to look up and just see us atop this hill. Like, oh, I wonder what's going on up there. Campers.
So we had some people screaming at them. That wasn't cool. What else did we do? We had, so we did this as I don't know, did you touch on the fact we were doing like the veteran outreach stuff? We had, how many veterans there with us?
I think there was, altogether, we had 12 people total. That includes us. Okay. So we had, some new addition, a few of the guys have gone out on trips with us before. 3 or 4 of them have. Some new additions. That All-American Dev, Daniel Josh came out. Gangsta Wookie came out for the first time with the team. Who else?
Was that his name, Daniel Josh?
Daniel Josh, yeah.
Yeah, I think I saw Daniel Joshua. Okay.
Yep. Who else? Stu was there. First time Stu got
Stu.
Up the team. Classic Stu.
Big shout out to Stuart.
Stuart, we love you. We don't care how weird you are.
Yeah. It was like in the video, he's like, Mark's shorter in person. And I was like,
everybody says
you're less weird in person, bro.
Yeah.
They really think you're...
I don't know.
How can they judge you're fucking inch tall on Instagram?
6 feet tall on Instagram or something. They look on there, they're like, he's
got
to be like as big as my thumb.
Yeah. It's your beard, bro.
Yeah, I chopped it off. I got shorter.
Unfortunately, I think maybe the first portion of this episode, I'm looking at the the audio. It was super low before. I'm hoping not. Did I sound okay on
Yeah,
here?
it sounded fine.
Hopefully it comes out right, because this would be disappointing if the first half of the episode I'm
Like I
blowing
s-
the fuck up of
like I
all the
said,
fucking bars.
If it
dude.
sounds like we're in a truck stop bathroom,
It's
say
because
we
we
were.
are.
we're
It's
totally
because-
sorry, guys. We're in a truck stop bathroom. That's why it sounds weird.
There's nobody in here. It's just a truck stop bathroom. I can't tell because
done.
my fucking headset. I haven't used this soundboard yet, so it sounds like everything's getting blown out. It's fine.
Sounds perfect on mine.
Good for you.
Yeah.
I have to get another one of those headsets, and then it won't be.
Is this
so
like an
fucked up.
Xbox headset?
It is. Yeah,
Yes.
that's what I use, bro. Who gives a fuck? It still
fucking
works,
man. It
Yeah,
works.
it's not like BB's where he was like, speaking, you chewing on it.
Was
like,
that Talladega Nights when he grabs the microphone? He's like,
Yeah.
I don't know what to do with my hands. That's how I feel sometimes when I'm doing this. Like, I don't know what do I
Yeah. Well, it's just
do?
it's unfortunate that you don't drink for these because I mean I'm not drunk. I'm doing okay, I guess, but it is an awkward thing to sit and talk to somebody, but with like a bunch of fucking robots in a way, like having to talk.
Have these obstacles and nothing to hold.
So what do you got? We always do this when you're on, but you've got any future trips coming up?
We do. We have a pretty big plan. Gangsta Wookie actually came up with
So weird that
pretty
everybody
sweet
because that's his
idea.
name.
It is
Peter.
Peter, the Gangsta Wookie. So came up with a sweet idea. Brought it to us one night when we were, chowing down at the Rock. He shows up and he's got this little notebook with all the details, everything planned out for the trip. Wonderland Trail. It's 93 miles around the base of Mount Rainier. Last week of June is the plan.
Okay, so is this an invite trip?
Or
is it just you guys? I'm gonna try to go.
Trip.
Okay.
This is a team trip. Special invite.
Okay, so for anybody that's been following Tastic, we get hit up about all the different shit we've got going on, about some of the gear we have, all that good stuff. Like people want to be a part of it, right? Like we've seen it. I'm sure you see it on the climb team page, and I see it on the jump team page. People ask me questions, and they're like, "How do I get that patch and stuff?" And we have certain things special for a reason. Some of the stuff is we do our own individual training, our own individual events that are not public. We don't advertise them, so usually if we have these things going, you might hear of them or whatever, but they're not like an open invite. You can ask to be on it, but sometimes like this, it's just the fact of like a 90-mile suck fest is the liability is too much for us to even want to take on if somebody gets fucked up on there. Because I've been on the PCT for some of my old unit training, and people like would fall out from it.
Oh, absolutely.
We have to have medics and shit like that. But if we're doing an event like this, it's like we're the medics. We have to take care of ourselves and do all of the. How dare you?
Sorry.
We have to do all the self-aid and shit and take care of ourselves because there's not going to be anybody else.
Yeah, exactly.
As Ian would say, no one is coming to save you. Is that what he says?
Yeah, that's like his motto. Seen it on the shirts.
Yeah. So anyway, continue on with that.
So that'll be pretty sweet. That's probably the longest trek to date that we will be going on. Anyways, it's gonna be awesome, man. 93 miles is intense.
Yeah,
that's intense.
I'm just disappointed because
we're gonna be intense.
Yeah,
maybe? No.
90-mile intense. You will be. Are you bivvying it up, or are you gonna bring?
I'm gonna bivvy it, bro.
You're not gonna bring a tent.
Fuck that.
Yeah. That's what we'd have to carry, like the Arctic bivvy that I have. That's what we would use.
Hell yeah.
Because actually we did it twice. We did a recon where we went up and we had vehicles and a bunch of beer and shit. And that was cool. But on the actual event where we walked up, it was like 5 days long, and that's what everybody was using as bivvies or hammocks or something like that. Because it's too much. Was there still snow when you guys went up there? When we did the recon, we couldn't even complete some of it. Like that, we did the first day was from White Pass to Snoqualmie. Mm-hmm. We did 30 miles and we had to bail out at like mile 25 because there was just 5 miles, and it was nighttime when we finally made it there. Yeah, and we were just 5 miles away from our link up with the dudes that were running the support vehicle, and we had to bail out and go through the woods, which is probably because we couldn't tell. Like some of the snow that that we're crossing at times was like fucking 10 feet deep of snow, and that was like. Fucking early on in the year, and we just great. Somebody's mowing their lawn right now.
It was a vehicle.
We're on location in Mark's
Told you
camper.
it's a truck stop bathroom.
Yeah.
Big truck outside.
It's a truck. I don't know, like, why are we saying it's truck stop bathroom? It makes it weird. But yeah, so like we had to bail out and cross through the woods. It was like we had to choose 5 miles or like fucking 1 mile to the nearest road and then call in with no service. So we didn't think that was through. But it was like one of the most heinous. We'd climb up this this like opening in the woods in the tree line. We climbed up that through the snow, and that was painful to begin with. And then once we got to there, we thought we were using a topographical map and GPS, so we couldn't see that all of the contour lines converged. So it was fucking cliffs basically. And we scaled way down. So, but because we were in it.
Was it a drop or was it an incline?
It was like I would say like a, not perfectly like sheer face, but it was just like I don't know, canted out like. I couldn't tell you the degree heading. It was like basically we had a hand over hand go down this thing pitch black because the trees out there.
Yeah,
it's like you can't fucking see the moonlight even, and then we had to slide down trees and fucking find our way in the dark. Real test of fortitude, but we had to make it. It was like there were 3 of us out there, and it was like the worst fucking thing ever. We made it, but it was so frustrating because it was like. A mile to walk or 5 miles, and we're like, we'll go to this so that we can get picked up because we don't know if we're gonna fall into fucking so much snow. We don't know if we're gonna fucking make it through this last 5 miles. So we chose the mile.
Smart.
And but that was just as fucking dangerous because it's like we're gonna fall down and get fucked up.
Well, shit. You remember Lake of the Angels? I mean, you made it up there in the dark. And
I tend to like that shit. I tend to like it.
Similar situation.
I made it past that sheer face with the rope. Made it past that, and then fucking. If I didn't have Zia, I would have been fucked. I would have had to like stop and get pine needles or something, or make a shelter till the morning, freeze my fucking ass up, and then the morning comes, and just as I'm about to wake up and like you see the beautiful sunrise, I get eaten by a fucking wolf.
Oh fucking. Cougar comes and just mauls you in your sleep, drags you away.
Cougar growls like, what's that?
Meow.
Fucking mauls me, dude. How much does that fucking suck to get mauled by a fucking cougar? You wouldn't die immediately unless they're like, because some of the animals will go right for your throat.
Your head, yeah. Bite your head or your throat.
Yeah.
Just.
So what happened with that? I don't know. Should we talk about this because it's like pretty recent?
It was a tranny.
Oh god.
Tranny on a bike.
So we're gonna talk
there. Okay. We're not politically correct here. Shut up.
Yeah.
There was a tranny on a bike up in the mountains.
No seat.
With somebody else. There might not have been a seat. I don't know. I didn't see the bike. Anyways, the cougar didn't like that shit.
It doesn't like bikes in the woods and shit.
Cougar doesn't like trannies on bikes. All right. So the cougar was hungry. I know it's fucked up. They died. But cougar attacked the person. They tried to fight it off by throwing their bikes at it and swinging shit around. Ended up trying to like run away.
How do they know that this is what happened? Like
there's 2 people.
Okay. One survived.
Correct.
Okay.
Left their friend to be eaten by a cougar. Kind of fucked up in my opinion. I would have been fighting the fuck out of that thing.
Yeah, but I mean, some people aren't.
Yeah.
They don't have an instinct to.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Fight or flight, and they flew really far.
Like, fuck that! And like fucking ran.
Yeah, so
grab the bike as grab the bike from the other.
Well, what's bad? So the second person like threw their bike at the cougar that was dragging away their friend, and then ran to get help.
Jeez,
why would you not just take the bike?
Yeah, cougars don't like bikes being thrown at them.
Yeah, apparently not. But I mean, some people can't process things in your mind fast enough when that adrenaline's pumping, you know.
Yeah.
So it dragged that tranny all the way back up to his den. They found him, like him, her. They found it. They found it in the cougar's den. And
you're gonna get this podcast show down.
Cougar,
it's so sensitive nowadays.
The cougar was still there.
I just
hey guys,
on the next episode of the Violent Professional Podcast, trannies are they food for cougars?
Joke's on you guys. Cougar was actually an old woman. The old woman killed the tranny. No, really though.
Freedom of speech, bro.
Those cougars, no joke, man. And up here in the Northwest, they're prevalent. People don't don't kill the cougars. You're ruining wildlife.
Have you ever had a house cat? I fucking don't like cats. I don't have them. I've got a dog, and she claws the shit out of me. But house cats, which are little tiny fucking things, will fuck you up. Like, if they're
predators.
They just randomly get fucking crazy and dig in with their front paws and then start kicking the fuck out of you with these big ass talons in the back. Kick your retractable talons. They can be nice. They can also plant toxoplasmosis in your brain and control you to like them more.
Google it if you haven't seen that. YouTube and
it's
Google.
Fucked up.
It's weird.
Yeah, mind control parasite. You probably all have it. If you're like, no man, I'm not listening to Violent Professional Podcast. He's got a cat. He's got a big cat as the fucking logo.
It doesn't make any sense.
That's because it's mind control.
Yeah, he's got mind control.
It made me. The cat's made me. I'm not saying I don't have it. I'm just saying that's what they do. I'm woke. And so you imagine like the fucking like a house cat that can fuck you up, and you're just like, fuck this thing, and you fucking want to bury it in its cat box, which by the way has to shit and dirt in your house, so fuck that thing. But imagine if you were out there and there's a big ass fucking, like, it's a cat, it's a big cat, it's the same thing, it's gonna fuck it.
Big ass fucking.
It's a big ass fucking cat. That's why I went after the tranny. So anyway, this cougar will fucking bite you. And first off, it's going to sneak up on you. Yeah. And it's going to bite your fucking neck. And then it's going to take its talons, dig them into your chest cavity, and then kick the fuck out of you until your guts pour out. And you're fucking dead.
It'll only eat your guts. It'll eat like your liver and your spleen and then your guts, and then that's it.
And it goes, row!
Leave the rest. And leave.
And then it leaves you for the bears and shit.
Yeah. Or
the Pacific Northwest hyena.
The raccoons.
The raccoons.
The fabled mountain turtle is going to eat your guts.
Fucking mountain turtles. There's no mountain turtles.
Mountain salmon? Mountain jellyfish?
I've made a few mountain jellyfish. Fucking mountain turtle. That's good. I like that.
Can you imagine if there was like a mountain octopus or something that's just climbing around trees?
It's like
what the fuck is that thing?
Dude, it's like from prehistoric time. It's been living in the fucking, like, there's caves with water and shit that's filled up. It's living in there, and you're just like hiking out with your family, and you're like, bro, and you get a fucking tentacle pops out, rips you in there, and you're just like, what the fuck? It's like the mountain goats that fucking gored that dude up in Illinois that fucking like just ran out of nowhere because he was pissing and fucking bucked him off.
You hear that? Don't whip your dick out in front of a mountain goat.
Mountain goats like piss, and that's no shit true.
Yeah.
Fucking weird.
We're salty.
We got on this animal train.
Not that I know.
An animal train.
We got on an animal train. Fucking animal train.
Fucking animal train. Super weird. So these are the episodes I like. I don't like the structure. You just fucking talk whatever. We talked about. So we started the episode. We started talking about something legit like the camp trip, and now we're talking about fucking animal trains.
We went from truck stop bathroom to trannies, cougars,
mountain octopus. So let's talk about, since we're on the animal train, take it to fucking Sasquatch Town.
There's a Sasquatch on my head right now.
That's true.
It's not in a weird way. It's on my hat, guys.
Yeah. Do you know anybody in the Pacific Northwest that believes that Squatch is real?
There's a ton of them out here. This is Squatch country.
Do you know anybody, though?
Personally?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was hoping you'd say I don't fucking keep associates that believe in fucking Squatch.
I actually have a package handler at my job. Excuse me. I have an employee at my job who like is a firm believer, and they come to me all the time. Hey, I know you go to the woods all the time.
But
they know, believe in it?
Like,
seen
it? The dude that made the initial video, or the video came out and said, yeah, we faked it. Like, and people still, it's harder to convince people that shit's bullshit than like you make
it's
up.
Weird,
you know
man.
what I mean?
I've watched documentaries. I watch shit like that all the time. Paranormal stuff.
Yeah.
It interests me, and that'd be cool if it was real. But I've never seen any evidence of it besides one time. And it was you saw one-time evidence of Bigfoot? One-time evidence of something that reminded me of Bigfoot. It was
your brother. It was your brother masturbating in the tree line.
That'd be
All
weird.
hairy.
No, I was actually I was on vacation by myself down in Southern Oregon, and I went and climbed Table Rock down between Medford and Grants Pass, which is not very popular spot, especially in the time that I was there. And I went off trail on the top of this Table Rock, out pretty far. There's trees and bushes and all kinds of stuff.
I'm laughing because I'm envisioning like you popping up on top of this rock and there's Squatch going, "Roar!" And you're like, holy fuck! And you're like, I kind of had some evidence that he was real at that point.
So anyways, I walked over to the edge of this thing so I could get some cool pictures. I take pictures all the time. So I'm walking out to the edge, and I just like popped out of the side of these bushes, and I happened to look down, and there's a picture. I took a picture of it actually. There was a footprint on the ground, right, embedded in this dirt, like where it had been muddy at one point. So it was interesting to me because sure as hell looked like a footprint, but
like a giant footprint. Did it have talons?
I put my foot next to it. Shit, I can't even find the picture. I put my foot next to it. I'll find the picture another time. Anyways, I put my foot next to it and took the picture, and it's clearly larger than mine. Not that I'm I don't wear fucking size 15 shoes.
Yeah.
And that's about what size it looked, but it was a barefoot footprint as far as I could tell.
So we know for a fact that Bigfoot has size 15.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly size 15.
Penny loafers.
No, I don't know about penny loafer. It was barefoot. Come on. Did you find a size 15 shoe in the woods?
I don't even know how you
these
tell.
These must be Bigfoot's penny
loafers.
loafers.
First off, I don't really know what a penny loafer looks like. I think I've seen them. They've got the tassels on the fucking front. Like
no. It's basically just a dress shoe.
Oh.
And they used to put.
I don't know.
They used to put a penny in the top. I don't know. I'm making that up right
now. But like, aside from that, how the fuck would you know that it was a penny loafer based on the fucking things? How would you know? That for sure is signs. It's the finest penny loafer.
I know those tracks. Those penny loafer tracks.
This is ridiculous. This conversation is fucking dumb. All right, so you found the footprint.
Yeah. So
was there just one, or was there multiple?
There was only one.
Feet.
There was only one, and I looked around, just to pique my curiosity. I looked around a bit.
I think somebody was fucking with somebody. They were like, it's like a geocache. They're like, come up here, and then you can find this notebook
through these bushes and.
You don't know if it was a geocache? There's an app for that.
Geocache out. Yeah, I've done it.
Well, that's it. That's it. You set up a geocache, and you're like, oh, we've got a special box here. You come in and put some shit in. That for anybody that doesn't know geocache, it's like, I'm sure you all do, but it's like a fucking tin can or something like that. Or some of them are small, some are like just sites or whatever. And so that's what they did. They tricked you and made that fake ass footprint.
Some old guys out there just putting footprints into like
it's too
random spots.
It's like they just put their balls in the dirt with their dicks and swang it around.
It's some trannies out there leaving Bigfoot footprints next to cougar dens. That's exactly what's going on.
We're going to call this episode Tranny Cougar Den.
Tranny Cougar Den.
I mean,
it's got a ring to it.
Yeah. Fucking horrible. Rest in pieces.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
I really hope karma doesn't bite me in the ass and I get like mauled by a cougar here soon. It's bound to happen. I mean, you go on any length of a timeline. Eventually, your risk of getting mauled by a cougar increases exponentially.
Especially out in the Northwest. I mean, if there's cougars around.
Yeah. If you're alive for 1,000 years, eventually you're gonna get fucking eaten by a cougar within that timeline. Maybe not the first few years, but eventually. Maybe year 900
the chances definitely increase. I heard some like a fable or story, I don't know if we want to call it that.
Some lore?
Like a trick, some lore from Africa that if you wear...
that took a dramatic turn. I thought...
You're like, he's going to tell me a story.
Lore of grandeur from Botswana.
So, if you wear some sort of eyes on the back of your head, whether they're stitched into your beanie or like on the back of your hood, wild cats, large cats, don't attack from the front. They always attack from behind or from the side. So if you have those eyes on the back of your head, they won't attack you from behind.
That's fucking weird.
Yeah.
I've heard that too.
And a lot of like African tribes have these mask things, but they wear them on the back of their head and they got a face on them. But I've also seen beanies with eyes on the back of them for some weird reason. and that's probably why.
Are people getting fucking eaten by cougars and big cats?
Must be.
Like, that they have to have a whole, like, setup on your hat? Like,
Yeah.
they're pre-made hats with, like, eyeballs.
Exactly.
It's fucking weird.
I'm pretty sure it's a thing.
I'm pretty sure I'm not making any of this up at all about an African fable. I don't know if they use beanies back over in Africa.
Some guy just lied to you, Mark.
Yeah.
Some guy that's listening to the podcast and he's like, got him.
Switching gears completely, I see 2 books you got over there.
Yep.
You want to talk about them? Have you read any of them, or are you getting into them?
I am getting into them. One was a Christmas present from my buddy David, Extreme Ownership by Jocko Willing.
Okay.
The other one is Red Platoon by Medal of Honor recipient Clinton Romisha.
Cool.
So I watched that show, Medal of Honor, on Netflix.
Okay.
That was one of the episodes. Clinton Romisha was one of the episodes. It was pretty intense, his ordeal. And excuse me. So Kristen, my girlfriend, went and got me that book for Christmas. So I'm pretty excited to read that. I just really haven't had time.
Okay.
Been doing all kinds of shit.
Cool. So I'm not gonna do.
No. I have like 20 other books that I've read.
Yeah. I haven't read those yet, but yeah. I was thinking maybe you read them and then we could talk about it.
That would have been great.
Yeah.
But nope. They're just there for decoration.
I don't read books. I just like them.
Reading. I have to look sophisticated.
Dude, I have as far as books go, like I have all the intentions in the world to read, and I get caught up with the business shit
all the time.
But like, I've bought a whole bunch.
I've bought a lot of books.
I have purchased a few books in the past year, and I've read about fucking the first chapter of each, and I've put them on the fucking bookshelf.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, this is boring. Fucking reading. I have all the intentions of the world.
Or you like fall asleep while you're reading or something.
I don't do that.
No.
No, I start to read it at like a really inopportune time to read, like when I'm supposed to be taking care of shit. I'm just like, I'm going to take a break.
It is a terrible idea.
And then my fucking phone blows up by all these yahoos that want to buy t-shirts. And then I get distracted, and then I try to get back into it. I am reading this book right now. I can't remember the name, so this is a bad
sounds like a great book.
It's horrible. I can't think of it. Let's move on to something else. So what else should we talk about? I'll edit all this shit out. I was hoping that we'd have like a full thing where I didn't have to edit anything, but I'm like, I'm really gonna think of good books over there. So books.
Hey, what are those books?
Hey, what are those books?
Tell me about your reading.
Books these days, huh? Well, we talked about the fucking camping shit real quick.
Yeah, and
we didn't even talk about the interesting parts. Let's just fucking do that. Let's get to. Oh, dude, that fucking dick bag. The dick bag.
There was a bag of dicks.
He could have been, because he was as interesting as a bag of dicks.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if that's interesting.
Oh, okay. The random guy. Okay, so
So let's preface this. I got these custom shades made, and we were going to. We did an auction for them, and one of our team guys was like, I'll pay fucking $200 for it. And then I was like, okay, cool. He's like, he wanted to support the organization, and everybody else was like $70 or whatever. And so then he's deployed right now when he did it. So he's like, we'll do it when I get back. And I was like, okay, well, fuck, like I'll get another pair made. They're not incredibly expensive. So I gave these glasses to Mark to say, hey, do what you want with them, give them away or whatever. Yeah. Use it for Instagram or something like that to get a following and whatever. Because it's not like we had somebody that I didn't know that wanted them. We'll just get another set for him, and then whatever when he gets back from deployment. So I gave him the Mark here to give away or whatever, and so we went on this camping trip, and then what happened?
So during our shenanigans, we get out to the Gold Creek Pond. It's just pretty much a lake. It's frozen over. A few of the guys decide to walk across the frozen lake, get all the way to the other side, and then we decide it's a great idea to follow them.
Which everybody was like, what are you fucking doing? Frozen
so
lake.
Dangerous.
Because everybody when you're growing up is like, don't go, your parents tell you don't go on lakes because you're going to get fucking pushed
You're
under or
gonna
fall
die.
through and you'll get stuck under the ice. When
That's
it's
exactly why we
so
did it.
dumb.
Plus, half the group was drunk by the
Yeah.
time, so we decided to give away these custom heat waves, and we said whoever does the coolest trick. We didn't say where, we didn't say why, we didn't say how. We just said whoever does the coolest trick. So they walked across Frozen Lake and decided to sled down the side of a hill onto the lake.
You didn't cross with us?
No, I did.
Oh, you did.
Of
Yeah, you
course I did.
eventually
I'm
came
an
across.
idiot. I'm an idiot too.
You took the smart path as opposed to us who went like straight across this whole fucking
exactly.
thing.
So I'm a dumb idiot.
But we don't know how deep that
Smart-
lake was.
smart dumb
It was
idiot?
it was 4 feet deep exactly.
It was-
My 4 foot legs.
So Mike fell into the snow at one point and said, "Oh, I fell down like 4 feet," but he was only up to like his crotch.
If anybody hasn't seen my crotch, it's exactly 4 feet from the bottom of my feet. No, I fell through the fucking ice.
Yeah.
When I did that poor excuse for what did I do?
Trick.
Yeah, I did the trick where I don't even remember what happened, but my foot went through the fucking ice.
Oh man,
4 feet down.
A couple of the guys got drenched because there's standing water on top of that ice. Anyways, we're sliding down this hill. I'm just standing there making fun of everybody, and we're throwing snowballs at them as they slide down the hill. And this random guy comes out of nowhere on the lake shore, and he's talking to Dan and Peter Gangsta Wookie, and they're having a chat, and then some of our guys started throwing snowballs at him.
Is that how it initiated? I thought
Yeah.
he started fucking winging them across.
It was Patrick was slinging snowballs across the lake. Wasn't hitting anything, but the guy starts walking closer, and he looked like he starts taking off his snowshoes like he's gonna cross. We're like, "Hey, you coming over here?" He's like, "Maybe. Should I?" So then everybody
like
starts lobbing him at
he's
him.
kind of confused about
Like, what's going
some
on over here?
random dudes in the woods.
I
Like,
don't know.
should I join
I
your
don't
party?
know.
I don't know what's gonna happen.
There might be a cougar over there. So he's standing on the lakeshore, and we're having a good time slamming everybody with big chunks of snow. He's on the other side, and I see him just pick up this handful of snow, make a quality snowball, and just lobs it.
It was a perfectly round snowball.
It was amazing.
When it came through the air, like the first one, I don't think people saw it. It was like it slammed into one of the dudes, and we're like, "Hey, who threw that?" There's like, then we look over and he throws another one, and it's a perfectly geometrically perfect, mathematically correct spherical
snow sphere.
ice ball, and everybody looked on in awe as it flew through the air. It glistened.
Their jaws dropped.
Like, oh my god, look at that beautiful.
All the sound stopped.
Anyway, continue. Fuck.
But then it hit somebody. So it hit Devin, right in the back. And we're
Amazing
holy
feat.
Shit.
Amazing feat.
This had
strength.
to be like, I don't know, 60 yards, probably somewhere around there. I'm guessing.
The
Right.
guy's
now.
name was Uncle Rico.
Uncle Rico. How much you bet I can throw this football over them mountains? He lobbed that snowball and it hit Devin.
Yeah, it was
like,
incredible.
Holy shit, that was the coolest trick I've seen so far. Close second was Canfield standing up on that sled all the way down the hill, landing on the lake. Sorry, Canfield, you lost. Anyways, we give these glasses away. We cross the lake towards the guy. First of all, he thinks we're gonna jump him because we're coming aggressively across the lake, screaming, "Ah!"
I don't think people were screaming.
David was.
Was he?
Oh yeah, he was screaming the whole time.
David.
So we, classic David.
Classic David.
Dave. Anyways, we get across the lake, and he's standing there, and I introduce myself. Hey, I'm Mark. We're from Tasta. We give him the whole spiel. You give him your business card, and
These sick business cards.
We're like, hey man, here's what we do. Here's what we're doing out here. We have these cool custom glasses, and we're deciding to give away to whoever did the coolest trick, and you by far had the coolest trick by lobbing that snowball and hitting one of our buddies. He's like, oh yeah, thanks. So we give him the glasses, and he's like, sweet.
Didn't even fucking look at him. I was so upset.
Just
It was
put him
like,
in his pocket.
it's not much. It's like, we're giving them away. So what the fuck do you expect? I would think if we're giving away something, even sunglasses, whatever, it doesn't matter. It's just like you expect that somebody would be like, hey, thanks, man. This is fucking cool.
Sweet,
I was just
fucking free glasses.
I
Put
was
them on or something.
Yeah, just
Damn.
look at them. He didn't even
Yeah.
fucking look at them. He barely
Step
took them
in
out
his
of the bag.
pocket,
He's like,
man.
oh, cool. And it's like, dude, you've been walking through the fucking woods, like, out here by yourself, and then you come across a group of dudes fucking partying and having a good time.
Yeah.
And then you win a prize, and you're just like, oh yeah, cool,
completely
man.
fucking random.
Look,
right?
this happens all the time to me.
Yeah.
I just win shit.
Oh, these are like the 4th pair of glasses I got this week.
Turns out I'm really good at throwing a snowball, and people like me. Fucking dick.
So yeah, we invite him back to our spot, you know.
And if he's
man, you wanna
listening,
come get drunk. And
Go.
yeah, you got your business card.
If
now.
he's
like
listening,
everybody.
if he's listening, fuck you. I
I
want my
hope you-
fucking
I
sunglasses
hope you
back.
go biking someday in the mountains and
I
a
hope-
cougar attacks
I
you.
hope those sunglasses explode when you're just trying to throw them out because you don't give a fuck. They explode and splinter your fucking
It
eyeballs
was
out.
weird,
Your
man.
head.
We invited him back to camp. We're like, yeah, come over and have a beer. And he's like, well, I really can't because I should probably get going because my dog's waiting for me at home.
We probably dodged a bullet. He might have been a serial killer. He just was like
very well could have been.
not personable. He was like very antisocial. Just
Yeah.
showed up and started winging snowballs.
He was
Like a
out there by
dick.
himself. He said he was
What a
out there all
dick.
day. Like, what do you do out there all day?
Yeah, it's like I go sightseeing out there. I guess the mountains are cool, but
yeah, it was
what the
pretty
fuck
cool.
are you doing out
He
there?
had snowshoes and a backpack. And that's
Why are
it.
you leaving your dog that long? You fucking.
Right?
He's a dick,
What a
man.
jerk. His-
Ah.
You better give those glasses to his dog. He deserves it. The dog deserves it.
Fuck. All right, so we do that and we go back to the camp. We were fucking running back and then we got into the real good time.
Oh,
We don't
it
even.
was
It was such a good time. We don't even have video.
We were
of it
wrestling.
for the most
We
part.
were wrestling in the snow.
We did some flipping. Did we do that for a competition? I got fucked up doing
I
that
think
first
so.
off. I
Yeah.
landed on my fucking spine. Like I'm a fucking dinosaur or some shit. I flipped over and my spinal column smashed into a piece of ice. Because how did that start? You initiated or somebody else?
I looked over and I was like, hey, I feel like doing a flip. And then you were like, I'll do a flip.
Yeah. I can't do flips, by the way. I was just like, I was really drunk. I brought that flask out as soon as we set up camp. Everybody got their shit set up, and I started drinking whiskey out of my flask and crushed that.
There was a plethora of alcohol.
Yeah. Not an extreme amount. We started pulling out the booze, and it was like, holy fuck, look at all this. And then it was
when
like,
I say plethora, there were several kinds.
and you have 11 people. Did Peter drink it all?
I don't know. I think he did. Yes. Yes.
So you have 11 with all that alcohol. That's like a decent amount for fucking 4 people.
Yeah,
You're gonna be on the
yeah.
floor, but for 11 people, no. I think there's only Stu didn't really drink. You don't drink.
Yeah.
I drink, and so like I was being pretty brave this trip, even though I got like fucked up back and shit.
Yeah.
Did that flip and fucking smash it, and then from there, what happened after that? We were just sitting by the fire.
We did some weird dancing. That
Dance
was
party.
kind of fun.
You guys can check out the video when it drops soon. I don't know when I'm done editing.
Basically, a few hours of campfire karaoke.
Yeah. And then everybody was soaked, fucking raining, and then yeah, it was a good trip. That was I had that new tent I got that I've never slept in before. That was good. Cuddled
Nice.
up with
Was it
Stu in it.
A Nemo tent, right?
Yeah, Nemo, and then I got one of those like the extra room sleeping bags because the
Smart.
previous trip it's the one where you can like move around
Oh
and
yeah,
shit.
so you're not claustrophobic.
Yeah.
In a
So it
cocoon.
was a good night, and I just got to get a new sleeping bag. But then we what happened after that? We just went to sleep and shit.
We had some pretty sweet. We had a pretty sweet setup. So we had 2 canopies and we put them next to each other with a fire pit in the middle, so the smoke would go up. So sweet setup. We had our chairs underneath it and stuff. At one point, Mike over here
Yeah, I'm missing this part. Yeah, I
tripped
didn't. I
and
tried
fell.
to avoid this part.
Tripped and fell and like shoulder banged the tent or the canopy leg, and it
Fucking
bent
obliterated it.
So as that happened, he fell to the right and just smashed his face onto the snow.
You know, like people. I've never really hit my head before, other than when I got the fucking tar beat out of me by a former teammate, which I won't get into here. But so I've always been good about catching myself no matter what the situation is by my hands.
Like a cat.
But I just abandoned everything that I knew, like, instinctually, and I just fucking faced it. I just fucking ate the ice.
He ate the snow.
Because the fucking, like, the fire created melted the snow and it created ice on top. And, like, I wasn't wasted to a point where I was slipping and falling. I was just slipping because of the ice, although I was fucking hammered. because I remember everything. I wasn't fucking that fucked up. But yeah, I just fucking slammed face first in the fucking ground. And
Yeah.
I was like, fucking nose first, just fucking smashed. And surprisingly, my nose didn't break. It's still fucked up.
Yeah. So he like gets onto his knees and then stands up. And he looks at me, he's like, ow. Just blood starts coming out of his nose. So somebody gets the first aid kit and gives you some gauze.
Yeah. So I had when I woke up the next day, there was blood everywhere. First off, like there's blood all over the snow, and it was like surprised no fucking cougars came out, or I'm surprised no mountain octopus came out to get me because there was a blood trail going right to my fucking tent, and then the inside, like there was no fucking mountain octopus. It's surprising.
Weird.
But my new sleeping bag, my new tent, like all this shit's new that I had. I just bought it like probably in the summertime I bought it.
Yeah.
Great intentions of camping, but it never happened. And this was like the real first time that I've used any of that shit, and just fucking blood all over it. Went to sleep,
man. Fell
fell asleep, just blood all over my face, and fucking like, woke up, everything's bloody the next day. Like, yeah, so that was great. That was a good fucking good time smashing my face.
We'll remember that one for a while.
Yeah. And you guys can check that out. That video will be, I don't know if we're going to do a Vimeo or a YouTube, because we got the YouTube thing, but the advertisements are kind of a pain in the fucking dick.
Dick pain stuff. So
I'm going to check out probably Vimeo and start one of those up or whatever. It'll be on, you'll be able to find it when you're looking for the video. It's pretty good. Right now it's about 18 minutes.
Nice.
Fully edited. I've got to do some tweaking and some effects on it and shit.
Like cheetah growls and laser beams.
Yeah, there's some of that. No, that's in the podcast. I was hoping I should do another intro like the Gun Team one. That one was fucking epic.
Yeah.
Gun Team Takeover. For anybody that doesn't know, that's my voice in the beginning, with the exception of the "Oh yeah, sounds good." That's not my voice. I found that on the internet.
Of all that's the part that it sounds like.
That's the one that sounds the most.
That's got to be like Mike. Right?
I get asked all the time. They're like, "Who the fuck did the intro? You've got like a professional intro." I'm like, "That's me, baby. That's me." Well, the next episode of it doesn't sound like it because I edited it a little bit. I did the pitch and the speed's a little bit slower, but it's not like slow, like whatever. And then for the Gun Team Takeover, I just did some echo.
Yeah.
And then laser beams.
That's awesome.
I make the laser beams.
Laser beams are legit.
And the cougar growl. No, I didn't do that part.
It was all with his mouth.
Pew, pew, pew. Pew, pew, pew. But yeah, I do some of the, there's a website where I get my like royalty free shit for some of the videos and whatever, but they have sound effects on there.
Nice.
And so found the cougar growl. Actually not from that site. I got it from just a random site of animal growls. It's like
now I want to go Google the site.
Yeah.
Random animal.
Yeah, random animal growls.
Do they have an octopus on there?
They've got a fucking mountain octopus growl. I don't know if they do, but I'll check it out.
Beaks clicking, just
like,
making some weird noises.
Fucking stupid. That's why I enjoy doing the episodes with you. We got 3 of them now.
Nice.
Unless I delete this, I listen to it later and it's nothing but quiet. Like it's not even showing.
It's not working.
It's not even registering like a normal one. Oh my god, there's so much awesome shit on there. But yeah, what else? What else you got coming up this year? So Tastev, it's awesome. Tastev is fully fucking running.
Yeah,
it's cool.
Yeah, it's awesome.
We got 6 board of directors, 24 team members, and then a bunch of events lined up.
Heck yeah.
Funding's coming in.
So we're going to be climbing. We're going to be climbing a few mountains again this year. So Mount Adams for sure. That's an every year thing.
Is Mount Adams a public one, or are you going to make that public? Or?
That one may be public since it's
not Rainier.
I think it's going to be a vetted public event. So it's got to be. It can be people that come along, but you have to be prepared for it. So we're not just going to take any Yahoo off the street that you just, you're not prepared.
Yeah.
I've never climbed a mountain before, and I want to come on this, but I don't have anything at all.
Yeah.
And I haven't been to the gym in 6 years.
Yeah.
We can't have people like that coming along. You got to have some kind of skill, some kind of ability that'll get you up to the top. Because, I mean, if you don't have the heart, you don't have the mindset for it, you're stuck at camp.
Yeah. You should start doing squat. If you want to come on these trips, you should start doing squats. because if all else fails, like you do some squats, like that's good for climbing mountains, like just a long fucking walk. But if all else fails, you can start an Instagram Fit Fam page and then fucking do whatever.
Just have pictures of your ass on it everywhere.
Why do you guys treat me like an object? Because you're fucking bent over taking photos of your box because you do squats all the time. God damn.
Leg day. Leg day every day.
Fit Fam. Oh my god, everybody. Anyway.
It's like CJ's page.
CJ takes lots of photos of his box.
Every day.
God, CJ.
Damn it, CJ, your box is showing. Put your box away.
Perfectly square box.
Nice package.
He takes some fit photos. Dude's yoked.
Oh man, he smashes people in the BJJ.
Yeah, dude's. We gotta do an episode with him.
Yeah,
talk
for
about
sure. Choking people out.
For anybody that doesn't know, CJ, he runs the Aries Dive Team feed page.
Feed page.
That's a different one. We're talking about horses here. Feed Aries Dive Team feed for
the seahorses. Dive team feed the seahorses.
That's way better than what I was gonna say. The fucking animal train. That's what this I'm gonna put. I'm gonna put that as the episode fucking title.
Animal train. I like it.
I was gonna say something about the sea octopus, but that's like not clever at all. I just let my brain go, and then sometimes some shit comes out that's funny and clever, but the fucking Aries Dive Team feed. What was I was talking about CJ.
Yeah, CJ. So CJ runs the dive team page.
CJ runs the dive team page. He's I don't want to speak about his quals, but he's like a fucking instructor and can certify people to be, I think, PADI certified.
Yeah.
He'll have to. I won't talk anymore about it because I don't know what is. I'm not a diver, so
you'll find out when you talk to him on a podcast.
You can message him and talk. Yeah. And he scuba dives, so that's cool. And he also works out, but he's also savagely beats the fuck out of people.
Yeah. So not like MMA or anything, but he does some Brazilian jiu-jitsu and chokes people out.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's like every video he's fucking like the dude's getting fucking choked out. I don't know if it's like we have to ask him how many times he loses or if he just fucking dominates. It's like those.
He's got to dominate, man.
It's like those cold start things that Ian keeps talking about. It's like people fucking post their fucking Ian and BB talk about it. It's like they post their best fucking times, but they've been practicing all day.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
That's what CJ does. He gets beat like 90% of the time, then only posts like, yeah, look at me. No, I'm sure he
loses to like the 90-pound girl, and then he's like,
yeah. No, I'm sure he beats the fuck out of everybody.
Yeah.
He's a fucking.
He's a savage, man.
Yeah.
And he's funny. He's funny as shit.
Yeah. So what else we got? What else you want to talk about?
I don't know.
Talk about some people that helped us out. We can do a little advertisement at the end. We got Strike Force Energy.
Energy.
Everybody, go check out Strike Force Energy. If you don't know about them, I don't know what the fuck you're doing, because if you've heard about us, you've probably heard of Strike Force. They're all over the place. They got a new coffee. And this is
limited.
Yeah. That's what they were saying today. Use code TaskDev because that will help our nonprofit organization grow. They not only does it give you 20% off, but they also give us 20% for our foundation to our nonprofit to do things like, you know, the climb team trip that we were just on, and pays for like, it doesn't like, it's not an incredible amount of money that we need to operate. But that shit helps, like the little bit,
every little bit, man.
So we have a deal with Strike Force. We use a code and 20% off, and then 20% comes back to us and helps support the nonprofit. Which
if you think about it, that paid for our passes, man.
Yeah,
the annual passes.
Yep.
So that works perfect.
Yeah, for sure. And then so go check out strikeforceenergy.com, and also. We have a partnership with Uncanna, who we also get support from. We have a code TaskDev as well. So basically, any of these people you see us partner with, they all have TaskDev, and then that supports our mission.
Uncanna, they've been posting some cool stuff, mountains and climbing and getting out and taking adventures and stuff. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And for anybody that is on the fence about taking CBD, I take it. I have to reorder some Uncanna for myself. It's been a while since I took some because I'm not really one of those people. I talk about a lot about it, but I'm not one of those people that needs it all the time.
Yeah.
I just get anxiety and stress every so often, and then I take some and it fucking chills it out. But there's a lot of good data out there, and you follow Uncanna. It's just at Uncanna or uncanna.com, and try out some CBD. It's legal. So pretty much in the near future, like everything's going to be legal as far as marijuana.
And most of it's like THC free, isn't it?
Yep, they got THC free, and then they got the full spectrum, which has like 0.3%. So military people don't fuck around with the full spectrum shit, but just in case, you know.
Yeah.
The stuff helps. I always look at it like it's like almost aspirin for pain, but for me it's like anxiety and shit.
Gotcha.
Like I just crushed that fucking energy drink, and I'm fucking pinging right now. I'm just like fucking vibrating. I'm like, ah! Like, you know. So if I was to take some Uncanna right now, I'd be fucking normal.
It would chill you out.
That's why, you know. And then, but I'd take the weird shit, like the pre-workout stuff, before a podcast, even if I'm not gonna work out, because some weird stuff comes out of
when your brain's going a mile a minute. Yeah, for sure.
You got mountain jellyfish and fucking whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, you find whatever on the animal train. That's what
there's all kinds of animals there.
Stupid. I don't know why that's so funny to me.
Boa constrictors.
There's bound to be somebody that thinks, see, boa. That's not funny. There's got to be weird animals. Mountain octopus. Sorry, I just crushed. That's not funny, Mark.
Giant seahorses.
Seahorses, and then my fucking stupid. Anyway,
but they're out of the water, so it's weird.
Kicking with their talons.
And they have talons. Okay.
What's that one thing I said on the last episode?
They're water hooves.
They're they're fucking cloven water hooves. What else we got? What else do you want to talk about? We don't do advertisements, but we talk about. We'll put this on the episode, unless. You know, it'd be unfortunate if we have a falling out in the future, and then they're on my episode, I'd be like, delete it!
Damn it!
Delete Animal Train.
Fucking Animal Train.
Yeah. No, they're good comedies, but who else? Who else we got?
Pac Northwest.
Pac Northwest. Fuck yeah, go check out that dude.
Yep.
You'll see him like and stalk our feed quite a bit, but I don't know, can we say his name? No, we'll just say Pac Northwest.
Pac Northwest.
He usually comes to our team, Aries Burger team meetups.
Yeah.
But the dude's awesome. And yeah, go follow him, Pac Northwest. He supports the veteran community, similar to TASDEV, and he supports us as well. He's bought a shit ton of shit from Aries as well.
Yeah, so. Nice guy too, man. Nice guy.
Yeah. Way younger when you meet him. You think he's an older dude. And
yeah. Very,
super
very
young.
unassuming, for sure.
Cool. So check them out. Who else? Who else we got? Check out Grey Ghost. I'm doing advertising. This is weird.
Yeah.
Violent Professional is not about advertisements. It's only about AriesClothing.com. Check
out
Aries Clothing.
Go to AriesClothing.com and buy some fucking gear, guys.
Yeah, some new shit coming out. I don't know if this episode will air before the new shit's out.
Don't just buy the new shit, but buy the old shit.
Yeah, the old shit. People are screaming at me lately because I don't have the old stuff that we used to have.
Yeah, I get it all the time.
Yeah.
People go,
when are you putting that one out? I'm like, man, that shirt.
You're going to have the black hats again.
Yeah. Some stuff people ask me for, I'm like, I fucking hate that shirt. I'm not putting it on. It's like my old stuff, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so go check out our website, the fucking t-shirt website, AriesClothing.com.
AnimalTrain.com.
I don't know if that's a thing.
Dude.
You can't advertise for
don't
them.
Google
I don't know what that is.
Bad.
I'm going to look at it later. I got to start that now so nobody else does.
I'm going to Google it right now.
Yeah. Okay, so Mark's looking up Animal Train. This could be something bad, dude.
It's going to give my phone a virus.
You support the Nazi Party.
Nazi animals, all right.
No, I'm alluding to something else.
Okay.
And then check out TASDEV.org. Check out all our events coming up. We're going to start populating that. We got a calendar on there, but we don't have any events that are populated right now. So check that out. Give us some support. Send us some donations. You can buy some fucking shit from us. We got bottles and whatever. Why are you laughing?
Because the Animal Train is an actual business.
What is it?
We're
giving them free fucking advertising right now.
Dog grooming, dog and cat grooming. You can groom a fucking rabbit too. dog, cat, and rabbit grooming service.
Rabbits are like the fucking cat of the fucking whatever kind of world.
But they don't have talents.
They just don't kick you. Actually, they will if you pick them up. They're not. They don't
Sure, they
fucking
bite.
claw and bite and flip out.
They have to bite.
Anyway,
See them on carrots?
so those are the companies we support. They support us, except
The
for
Animal
Animal Train.
Train.
I don't know if
You're welcome.
yeah, free advertisement for those fucking people. Anyway,
If you need your dog or cat or rabbit groomed, you go to the Animal Train. Just watch out for
we're gonna get this one thing I can get
octopus.
like sued for, where we got this fucking random company on the fucking podcast. They're like, who are these fucking people? They were talking about this weird shit fucking people. We don't want to be associated with them. Fuck it. Anyway, see you guys. That's a fucking horrible way to end it.
See you later.
Anyway, happy to have Mark on the episode again. That was a good time. I love getting you on this episode because it's always funny. It turns out we talk about fucking mountain shit and like
Fucking mountain shit.
fucking mountain shit. And then the event was super dope. Thanks for letting me come on
It
it.
was fun. It was fun.
Thanks for letting me come on it, and hopefully we have a nice. I can't keep my fucking.
Thanks for letting me come on it.
This is a hilarious episode. I don't know if you guys are laughing out there. I don't know. This was fucking fun for me. It was fun for me. But anyway, we're going to end it. See you guys next time. We won't see it all. I don't know how to end these. It's like fucking Ricky Bobby with my hands in my face.
See you later.